Ready to discover the two footballing tribes of Bangkok? Get ready. Hi there, how are you all doing? As you guys are aware, rivalries in big cities exist right around the world. Well, this video is going to show you two of the fiercest football rivals in Bangkok. Two matchday experiences. I'll show you what goes on at each club. Let you decide which one you might want to visit if you come out here to the Land of Smiles on holiday. So sit back and enjoy. Now, as you'll quickly discover if you watch closely, I have got an allegiance to one of the two teams. I'm a little bit like the mural tour bus guide in Belfast. You'll see it out before long. But I'm quite unusual in the fact that I've absolutely no malice towards the other side. In fact, I quite like going there. Got friends there who I've met over the years, Thai and English, and it's a great crack. So see if you can suss it out. You don't have to be Sherlock to work out who I do cheer for out of the two. But I hope that this video encapsulates the matchday experience and what it's all about going to a game in Bangkok. Let's have a look at the honours board. Port, despite being formed in 1967, have still yet to win the league, whereas Muangthong had a real rich vein of form after being formed in 1989 and quickly progressing and becoming a dominant club in Thai football. The Port Muangthong rivalry is about much more than football results. It's a battle of identity and pride between the two very different symbols of Thai football culture. Port are a working class traditional club with passionate local support. Port FC fans, known as the Klong Toy Army, feel that their club represent authentic Thai football tradition, real community, local pride and history. Muangthong United, by contrast, was established much later and are seen by some observers to represent the new generation of Thai football, being more corporate and modern. Their fans see their club as a symbol of Thailand's football modernisation and professionalism, with top players and success. When Muangthong rose rapidly to success in the late 2000s, winning Thai League titles, Port FC supporters saw them as arrogant newcomers. Matches between the two often became heated, both on and off the pitch. Port's home ground, PAT Stadium, is notoriously intense, while Muangthong's Thunderdome also has a strong home atmosphere. Several matches over the years featured controversial refereeing decisions, taunting between players and provocative fan behaviour, further fuelling resentment. A riot occurred during the Core Royal Cup on the 20th of February 2010, held at Super Kasalai National Stadium in Bangkok. Muangthong went 2-0 up. After the second goal, fans of Port believed the goal should have been disallowed for handball. In reaction, Port's fans started to throw firecrackers and bottles onto the pitch, which they invaded while attacking fleeing Muangthong supporters, players, officials and stadium security before they burnt a Muangthong team flag and shirt in the centre of the pitch. The game was abandoned. The most notorious incident occurred in September 2016 after a game between the two sides at the Thunderdome. Video showed rocks being thrown, flares and physical fights. Several people were injured and arrests were made. The Football Association of Thailand, the FAT, imposed fines, bans and sanctions on both clubs. Away fans were banned from the fixture for around 10 years after that. The first game where away fans were allowed back was in February 2024 and saw Port come back to clinch a dramatic 4-3 win at the PAT Stadium. Let's have a look at the head-to-head between the two sides before the derby in October 2025. So as you can see, no passion missing between these two clubs. So Muangthong, first up on the weekend's adventure. And just behind me, you can probably see the sign there, Minbury Market. That is a real game changer. Previously, it could be a real pain to get to the Thunderdome, the home of Muangthong United. I'm currently in the eastern suburbs of Bangkok in Minbury, and getting to the game is now a cinch from the start of the 25-26 season because the SkyTrain has been extended with a spur that goes right to the stadium. So we'll go upstairs in a minute or two and get on board. I've got company for today's game, and later in the video you'll hear clips that I'll be sending into a Thai football podcast with updated reports. I'll leave all links in the description box as ever if you want to find out exactly where I've been and what I listen to and what I do. So yeah, that was as easy as anything. Just went to the machine. Muangthong Thani Lake being important to remember. So there's an ordinary Muangthong Thani station. Muangthong Thani Lake, you need 45 baht all the way from here. So this station on the Pink Line, it interchanges with the SkyTrain from the city, Sukhumvit, Nana, etc. This station is called Wat Prasi Mata. So if you come from the city, you get onto the Pink Line here to go to the stadium. Right, here we are, Muangthong Thani. I think we go downstairs a level, we're going to have to, yeah. Some lads there in shirts, we'll follow them. God, this does make a lot of difference, I cannot tell you. Usually when you come to a game before the Pink Line, you have to get a bus along and then somehow get up to the stadium at the behest of taxi drivers. After the game it was a nightmare. We'll see how smooth this runs. Seems to be very good. I believe there's a train every 10 minutes on the spur. Back upstairs, up to the branch line. Piece of cake. There are lifts and escalators if anyone's struggling on the pins. So that's how you do it. Now they change it to Wat Prasi Mata, Laxi, and then Muangthong Thani for the train to Muangthong Lake. Here we are, that's as smooth as silk. Less than an hour from Minbury, including changing trains. There's the stadium, as you can see. The station just along here, there's an underpass under this motorway, and down below there is where we're going to go for a beer, as you'll see in a moment, where a lot of the ultras meet. The landscape has changed with the opening of the station. It seems that they've tidied up the whole area. Before, everyone would be on the roadside there drinking beer. Some of the menacing ultras over there on a safe distance. And they put this rather nice feature in. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. That way up there is to where the away fans drink. You hear the noise up there from the Sukhothai fans. So, different, but it's still alright. Got the cover of the motorway and the stadium itself just through there, look. Well, we'll be going soon. We're gonna have this beer and then go and buy our tickets. Well, that's one question answered. Muangthong were the last club in Thailand issuing programmes. They're not doing them anymore. Right, there's a massive queue at this ticket office. We'll see what it's like round the corner. I quite often buy tickets online. Made the schoolboy error this time and not bothering. There's a bit of a queue tonight. Not to worry. Half an hour before kick-off. Right, all sorted, 150 baht we've got our tickets for. Now hopefully, we bought them in the corner of the North Zone, and hopefully the North Zone fans still have their pop-up bar by the turnstiles. I'm glad we didn't queue there, that's for the posh seats and the souvenir shop, neither of which we'll be using. Yeah, the North Zone living up to its reputation. 40 baht beers. 12th anniversary of the North Zone. 40 baht for a small can of beer. Great atmosphere. Right by our turnstile. Can't go wrong. Outside the North Zone with a fantastic Muangthong fan round. Welcome along, mate. Been very welcoming, sorted our beers out. What do you think the game's going to go today?
Muangthong gonna win in this game. I wish, but everything is Muangthong always win in my home. Muangthong always win.
What score?
I think 1-0. 1-0.
And are you happy with the new coach, or did you like last year?
I'm happy with new coach because he is my favorite player when he plays. I'm happy.
That's good. Well, let's hope you're happy tonight. Let's hope you're happy in 2 hours.
I'm fucking happy every game. When Muangthong play at home, I'm fucking drunk, bro. So 0-0 at half time. Muangthong with an effort that clipped the bar. End to end. Both sides missing half chances in front of goal. See what comes in the second half. I hope the rain stops before we have to go for the train. Tonight's attendance just been announced as 4,723. Undoubtedly the bad weather will have put a few off. Not sure how many of those who come tonight expecting a thriller will be returning on that basis. It's been a bit of a dud. It's a good job it's been a good experience off the pitch. Well, with about 6 minutes of normal time to go, the young man Brown before the game suggested it was going to be 1-0 Muangthong. It's bang on the money. A free kick, the keeper spilled it, it was followed up. 1-0 Muangthong. But is there a sting in the Kirin tail? Checking goal, says the scoreboard. Is Mr. VAR going to have a say? They're going to feel important. As we say up in Isan, Mr. VAR, Sawow. 1-0. Well, it wasn't a thriller, but the home side prevailed 1-0. Both sides give everything. The pitch wasn't easy. Lots of puddles on it. Not the most entertaining game I've ever seen, but it was fun. It was fun. As it always is. It hasn't cost a fortune. So Muangthong will be happy. Start the season with 3 points. I'm going to show you this because it's very hard to comprehend unless you live here. There's a concert hall next door to the stadium. And this is the second time I've been here and this has happened. The concert kicks out exactly the same time as the football. Unbelievable. So let's see if we can get on the train in decent time. It's a good test actually to see if it works. So all through this evening I brought Mark, an Oxford United fan who I've taken to Port before, and BG. What's your impressions of Muangthong, Mark, as a matchday experience?
Yeah, easy to get to, easy to get away from, decent crowd. Stadium's nice, very friendly fans as well. Game, okay, but not great. Standards, okay, but not great. Weather, terrible.
Would you go again?
Yes, because it's easy to get to.
That's the main thing. I know people have been put off in the past. You know, trying to get taxis away afterwards is an absolute nightmare. As you've seen tonight, having a concert finishing the same time is not the brightest thing on earth, but at least with the train you're away, aren't you?
Yeah, it's you wouldn't want to be stuck there maybe like you were a few years ago. But the train ticket is clean, tied in, cheap, 45 baht. Quite a long journey, so the whole experience is quite economical and good fun.
Great stuff. I'll see if I can find somebody to give me an assessment of Port tomorrow night. Trying to find somebody sober might not be as easy. Thanks a lot for that, mate. Right, day 2. And I'm heading to my second game. Let's see how Port go on. I have to tell you, last night I got extremely wet between the train and meeting my wife in the bar. Thankfully I've dried out. I'm just going to go and get on a boat into the city. Yeah, from the eastern suburbs on this occasion, I'm going into town on the Sunset Canal boat. Great service, takes me right down into the city for 21 baht, I think it is, where I will show you the best transport links to get to the PAT or Pat Stadium, as some call it, the home of Port FC. So for Muangthong, it's the Sky Train, whereas if you go into Port, you need the MRT Underground. Any of these stations on the Blue Line will do you. I'm getting on at Petchaburi. So, Queen Sirikit Station. You can either get off here or at Clontowy. I find Queen Sirikit easier if you're coming from the city. from the tourist areas. When you get off and come upstairs, head towards the exits as though it be at the front end of the train from the one you've got off. See the sign there, exit 1, Ramaphore intersection and Klong Toi market. Okay, outside the station. Continue, you see a footbridge. I'm going to cross over that in a few seconds. So where we are at the Ramaphore intersection bridge, and up there in the distance you can see the floodlights poking over the houses. That's the stadium. So you basically go forward down the side of the road down there, around the corner, and you're at the PAT Stadium. And just behind there, this first block of houses and the big long building to the left, that is Klong Toi Market, where much of the soul of the football club comes from. The local people, the market traders. It's not the richest part of the city by any means, but it's got a real soul to it. The market's got everything you can imagine. Fresh fruits as well as clothing, household goods, idiots on motorbikes. Unbelievable, hey? Never mind, that's the way it is here. It's certainly an authentic experience. If you want to go to a match at Port, walk through the market to get there. Anyway, I'm glad I've taken you on this little detour, give you a true feeling of what the area's like and where a lot of the traditional support comes from. When you arrive at Port, if you need a ticket, the ticket office is down in the corner at the bottom right of the fan park. That sign there is divisive to say the least. Like all countries, people have favourite beers. It looks as though Port have sold the soul and are only selling Chang. And I'll be straight, I don't like Chang much. It's a bit like finding Sam Smiths in England. It's better than nothing, but just about. Too sweet for me. It's causing a lot of upset because previously everyone drank Leo here. So we'll have to wait and see if anyone sneaks any other store in. But there's the ticket office. You queue up there. It's open from midday before a game. Okay, here's the other station you might use, Klong Toi. Believe me, having just used it, it's a lot further than Queen Sirikit. Well, it looks as though Port are trying to upgrade the fans' experience this year. There's a stage on the day, covered area. Not sure what that entails. We might have a band, it might be a presentation, who knows. Now I have to say, without any bias whatsoever, I do cheer for Port when I'm in Bangkok. Although, as I said yesterday, I've no malice towards any other club. But this place knocks spots off any other fans' zone experience. Every bit of food you can think of. Souvenirs, all sorts. I was going to say all sorts of beer. But as I mentioned earlier, it's Chang only. I spoke to some of the vendors when I came for the tickets earlier. And they said, oh, sorry, it's sponsor. Well, I'm afraid it's not good enough. You know, you're meant to be offering the fans the best experience possible. You can't just have one drink. Not in my view, anyway. I always say to people who've never been, this is the best beer garden in Bangkok when there's a match day. And I stand by that. But they've got to do something about the beer. They really have. Or am I overreacting? You tell me. We won the cup. about 45 minutes to kick off and this place is bonkers. Crikey, can you imagine if this team ever won anything? Hello Ken, nice to see you. Ken's on the water, he's on a Chang boycott. Very good to have a boycott on the anniversary of Jeffrey Boycott getting his 100 hundreds. Very apt. Anyway Ken, more importantly, thoughts for the season ahead?
I'm quite confident this season. I've been confident going into the season before and then it's quickly fallen apart, but I think it feels different this time. I think Gamma knows what he's doing. I'm impressed with the transfer business they've done. So yeah, I don't think we'll win the league, but I think we'll definitely be a big improvement on the last 4 or 5 seasons where we've just kind of fallen apart. So I think some of the foreign players have brought in a definite upgrade on what we've tended to bring in the door, over the summer break the last 5 years. So I think win tonight, and I think we'll win the first few games. Obviously the big test is going to be when we play the big boys.
I don't know about you, just looking round tonight, I mean, Ayuti are at a massive pull by any means, but it's just incredible how busy it is. Can you imagine if this club ever got successful?
I think the first game of the season they tend to do this when they tack on they've got a rock concert coming up after the game. That usually inflates the first day of the season crowd quite a bit.
Any idea who it is?
I'm going to say it's something like Lebanon. Yeah, Lebanon, that's it.
Thought you were going to say Lemmy for a minute. You are hoping.
No, I don't know my Thai rock bands that well, but I'm told they're a big deal.
Thanks a lot, Ken. Score for tonight, mate.
I'm going to say 3-0.
I'll take that. So the interview you heard will be going on a Thai football podcast, link in the description box below. And something Ken told me, the stage that I showed you earlier, there's a Thai rock band and it's free of charge to watch them after the game. So there's a gig with your ticket. Say what you like, that is great value. Just sort the beer out! So this is Port when it's full. The immediate advantage that they've got over Muangthong is location. Okay, it's a bit more of a walk from the train, but this, if you're in the tourist areas of Bangkok, you'll be here in 20 minutes leaving a bar. But get here a little bit earlier to buy your tickets unless you can do it online. Right, so much of this video is about the difference between the two clubs and everything. I've got John with me, who talks a lot of sense. So listen to what he's got to say on the subject. I have to say, as a Muangthong supporter, sitting in the heart of the Port Heartlands, which is really good of him to come along and experience it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, mate?
I mean, you're talking about location. We are in the middle of where our fans are, right? We are not Tampuri's club. We're in the middle of where our fans are. Of course, there are many fans in Bangkok who make the trek up because they support us. But you don't slate Buriram from being in the middle of Bangkok, right? You don't say they're far away, they're a bad location. We are where we're supposed to be, where our fans are. You can't compare.
It's very true, very true. And to nail down that point, which is a very fair one, I think.
Yeah.
Port fans don't necessarily live near the stadium.
No, they don't. And I mean, it's a great club for tourists to come and visit and stuff. But we're not a tourist club. We're not in a tourist area. We are what we are. They are what they are. We're different. That's fine.
No, that's good. It's good. And a good point well made.
We are what we are. They are what they are.
Some characters at both stadiums this weekend. Guy there with the yellow card in his hand. He has a yellow and a red and he guides the referee. Stands in the same spot every week. And I don't think you'll hear her tonight because it is so busy. But there's a lady who sits in the opposite corner, who's the far end of this stand, who screams so loud. She takes your ears out. I have to say, a fair crowd from Ayuti are up. They've got that section on the right at the far end. and then the far end block of seats as well. So a decent turnout. Oh my word, it's 2-0. Okay, there's only 13 minutes gone. This is going to be a long night. I think the Ayushia side are going to be in similar ruins to the city. Wow. Well, according to my records, this is the 22nd time I've been to a game here, and I've never seen it this full. It is absolutely mobbed. We've come to the back, A, so I'm not sat in a puddle, and B, so we get a better view, because every time they attack, everybody stands up. It's incredible. If this side were any good, then every match should be a sellout. 3-0, 30 minutes, and I tell you what, Ayusia's coach has got a long year ahead. Well, maybe not a long year ahead, because he could be unemployed soon, but oh dearie me, they look a shambles. Port look decent. 3-0, 28 minutes says the scoreboard. So half time here, 3-0 to Port. John, your impressions of the first half?
UT are probably the weakest team in the Thai League this season. I thought that before they started. And yeah, they've proven me right. They're the weakest team in the Thai League this season.
You're not enjoying this, are you?
Not really.
No. That's good, I am.
Particularly not.
Well, here we are on hallowed ground with Madam Pang's apartment behind us. I don't think we're going to be invited in for tea and biscuits anytime soon. But it's interesting to know what different people think about different matchday experiences. Gian, obviously you're not a regular fan here.
Yeah.
But what do you make of this matchday experience overall compared to the one at Thunderdome?
So I'd say that, okay, 4,000 fans here create a much better atmosphere than 4,000 fans at Muangthong. That's undeniable. So, when we have similar attendances, but that means that the average Port Games atmosphere is more, it's louder, more electric when you have 4,000. Muangthong have to get maybe 8,000 or 9,000 to get the same. Muangthong have to get maybe 8,000 or 9,000 to have the same effect as 4,000 have over here. That is the difference, I'd say.
Do you think there's anything that they could do at Muangthong to imitate this place to make it a better fans experience?
Just get 8,000-9,000 in every week. It's possible. Just get it in. Win games, win matches, advertise better, get yourself. There's many things we could do to get 8,000-9,000 in every game. You get them 8,000-9,000 against Buriram, you get it against BG. Why can't we get it every game? That's what we should be aiming at.
But the actual fans experience outside, would you replicate anything from here?
More food stalls, more drink stalls. But the infrastructure we have is better. I would say that.
I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah.
No, that's very fair. It's very fair. I know it's not an easy question.
I mean, what I would do, I would take a few of these players. I'd take Noboru Shimura, I'd take Brian Pereira, I would take them. Give me them, they're brilliant. I'm jealous of watching this. Players,
sorry, you're not having them.
Give me those two. Maybe give me Chayawat Buran as well. A few of them I would take.
That's very fair, and thanks a lot, Jan. It's always good to hear, because we've all got different opinions, and that's what football's all about.
Yeah.
But Thai football, it gets much maligned. I think it's a decent product.
Yeah, no, I've been very happy with the way we've prepared, the league has prepared for the season, the way they've marketed the product, the way they've added value to it with the TV deal and all. Now what matters is on the pitch, can everything go right? Can everything play out properly on the pitch? Then it's a good season.
Totally agree, mate.
Wow, the 85th minute, and to be fair, the AUTM fans have never stopped cheering. Scored an absolute perler. Cut inside, left-footed bending shot, top corner. No chance for the keeper, 3-1. Right, so as expected, a fairly comfortable win for the hosts on the opening day of the season. And I've enjoyed that, spoke to lots of people. The feature of coming to games at Port is the number of Westerners. You're never short of company or somebody to talk to if you want to do that. Great atmosphere. It's as packed as I've ever been in here. So yeah, comparing over the 2 nights, I'd have to say transportation and quality of stadium, probably better up at Muangthong. And the choice of beer better, which is also important in my book. Here, as Jan quite rightly said, you don't need as many people to create a raucous atmosphere. I think the fan zone's far better outside here. As for the teams, that's subjective, isn't it? And the league table never lies. Well, anyway, see what you think. I'll put a poll on the in the description box and everything. Have your say. Links to how you can get tickets for both clubs and everything. Please give Thai football a go if you happen to find yourself over here for any reason. So it's a difficult bit, getting home from Port. The concert's about to strike up, I'm going to head back. But yeah, a great night. Spoke to a Dutch family, loved every minute of it. They generally go to Ajax. They said that the football's very poor, obviously compared, but the fan experience second to none. That'll do for me.